Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn new topic or new unit number 3, that is fur. It is a kind of a small hair, soft hair which raises on the animals such as cat. We have small and very soft hair on cat's body. So this is known as fur. Already I have given here meaning in Marathi. You may look later. Let us continue here. This fur is a short story written by Saki. We have to know about the author. Let's continue with the about the author. Saki is a pseudonym or it is a nickname of a writer. Generally, the writer or poet or novelist used to take a pseudonym or nickname for writing purpose. Similarly, here it is a name of writer is Hector Hugh Munro, who was born in 1870 and died in 1916. Better known by his pseudonym Saki, was a British writer. Remember, Saki is a British writer and Saki is a pseudonym. Let's continue. Whose humorous and sometimes macabre stories satirized Edwardian society and culture. He is considered to be a master of short story genre. Munro was born in Burma when it was still a part of the British Empire. He served in the Indian Imperial Police before beginning a career as a journalist. His first work, the only book published under his own name, was a historical study. The Rise of the Russian Empire was a historical study, that is, the rise of the Russian Empire. Remember, this will be asked for an objective purpose. That's why I am going to focus on wherever it is required. Munro's stories feature brilliant comic characterization, light, polished, witty dialogue, and finally judged narratives. In addition to his short stories, which were first published in newspapers and later collected into several volumes, he also wrote a few novels and one-act plays, as well as full-length play, The Watched Pot. The Watched Pot, in collaboration with Charles Moody or Charles Mott. Munro served in the British Army during the First World War and died in action in France. This is all about the Munro, or who is a writer. It is known as Saki. Saki is a pseudonym. It is a nickname of him. Let's talk on about the text. This is a typical Saki story full of sly humor and penetrating insight into human foibles and character. It takes a seemingly inconscious event what to ask for a birthday gift and turns it into a fascinating window into nature of ego and human interactions. This is all about it. Let us see exactly what it is. Before going to start the text, I want to give a summarization of this particular short story. There are three characters in this short story. One is Susan, second one is Eleanor, and third one is uncle or cousin, that is named Bertram. So these are the three characters playing a vital role in this short story. So I would like to give its summarization here. So this is very important part of a story. Let's continue. I will give a summarization of this particular story. In Fur by Saki, we have the theme of selfishness, appearance, friendship, bitterness, kindness, and revenge. I will repeat, this story is depend on, or this story is depends on the theme of selfishness, appearance, friendships, bitterness, kindness, and revenge. There is a scene that Susan is thinking only of herself when she is talking to Eleanor about her birthday. She knows the Bertram is wealthy man and as such she is looking for an expensive present of her. The fact that Bertram is only a distant cousin is not important to Suzanne. What matters to her is that she gets a fur. This is Suzanne's first and only priority. Something that becomes clearer to the reader when Eleanor and Susan decide to bump into Bertram so that they can bring him into the fur department of Goliath and Mastodons at all stages of the story. Susan thinks only of herself, a fact that disturbs Eleanor is when Susan refuses to attend a bridge game in order that Eleanor can speak to Harry. If anything, this is the spark which is triggers Eleanor to seek revenge on Susan, something she successfully manages to do when Bertram buys her the fur and Susan the fan. This is a little bit about a summarization. It and as we discussed, there are three characters. One central character is Susan, second one is Eleanor and Bertram. So Susan wants to get a present on her birthday, that is fur. It is a kind of cloth or it is a kind of dress which is having fur. So let's continue. What is also important in the story is that the fact that Susan is focused on appearance. She likes Bertram not because he might be a relative but because he is wealthy. Similarly, the fact that Susan has a trip to a Davos pushes her towards wanting to get a fur so that she can fit with the Russians in Davos who are wearing fur. It would be seem to be a case that appearance is everything to Susan. As we know, women and girls are very eager to wear different kinds of dresses and different colors. So here, Susan is also similar wish to get a fur with the dress. It is a kind of dress which having fur. She wants to be seen as something that she is really isn't, which may very well be now. Eleanor thinks until she decides to get revenge on Susan. Though Eleanor likes Harry, Susan does not wish to be involved in any way in Eleanor's and Harry's courtship. She does not want to help Eleanor again. She is acting selfishly, thinking only of herself, even though Eleanor is prepared to help her. Bertram is addressed by his surname rather than his first name. When Susan is telling Eleanor about her present, it is as though Susan has become bitter having not received the present that she had wished for. If anything, it is clear to the readers that Susan has been using Bertram for own advantages, as too has Eleanor, who wished to get the better of Susan and appears to have done so. It may also be a case that rather than being true friends, both Susan and Eleanor has a superficial relationship. Friendship is a quite deeper thing rather than the selfishness and so and so forth. In friendship, there is no any selfish, there is no any profit and loss and benefit. So we do truly friendship each other. But here, the characters are taking revenge each other. If she gets well presentation or present or gift from her uncle, then what will happen? That's why she suggested her uncle it should not get the fur. It will be better. She used to go for gym, and that's why when she returns at home, she tired. The fan is useful to her, suggested by Eleanor. So let's continue. However, Susan's inability to assist Eleanor with Harry may have meant that Eleanor decided to review her friendship with Eleanor. There is also a sense that Susan is jealous of Eleanor. After all, it is Eleanor who has received the fur. This may be important as already the reader is aware of the importance of appearance to Susan. Susan focuses on her appearance. I look good, beautiful. That's why she wants to get fur on her birthday gift. Now that Eleanor has the fur, Susan may not necessarily feel as confident about herself. This is all about the story. Let's see. Saki is suggesting that some people look upon other people's good future as being tool which they can use for their own advantages. Susan wanting the fur from Bertram being an example. But unfortunately, she does not get it due to her friend has not supported to her uncle.